Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to Fist Deep with your hosts, Jake Young and Terry Shepard. Oh yeah. Today's guest, Chris Wolf. Oh yeah. A little Rheingeist truth. I lost count after 8 last week. That's right. Our 10-week anniversary. Number 10. Oh, yeah. Ed Fonts, thespian and author, the incomparable. But today's guest is the incomparable Chris Wolf. Never heard of it. Weekend was spectacular. Spectacular. It started off Friday night having a few cocktails with some friends in a tiki bar down on Fountain Square, Revolution. Yeah, you missed the secret entryway in the back. Oh no. How could that be? Now's a good time to tell everybody to jump into Dogecoin.
Can you hear me?
I can hear you. Yeah.
Okay. Well, I wonder if the audience can hear me now. I should check on that and see. We're experiencing. This is 2 weeks in a row where we've had this problem. Was it last week or was it? When was the other week that this happened?
Yeah, we can't hear you. I guess they can hear me, but not you.
And they still can't hear me?
Yep.
Okay. Well.
Hey, we're professionals, though. That's why we get paid the big bucks.
What about now? Can anybody hear me now? This is a live show, folks. And do we have sound? How are we doing?
Yes, I think we're, now we can.
All right.
I'm getting text messages from all over the world.
People are saying that can hear you now. All right, I'm getting them too. They can hear me now.
They can hear me
Good.
now.
Dude, I am so sorry about this. I need to get better at this job. Fist
Hey,
deep.
that's okay. You have one job.
I've got one job to do, and I screwed it up. That was on me. Oh well. Well, all the other stuff, you heard Terry's side of it anyway.
It was great. It was a great weekend.
You went to a tiki bar.
Now there's an echo. Oh, geez.
My God, this is why we have to go on this microphone. Well, great.
But I'll talk about the tiki bar while you work things out because.
Why don't you do that?
We started at one tiki bar, Revolution. Had a few cocktails that they bring out to catch them on fire. Then we moseyed down the road to a place called the Inferno Room. Had a few cocktails that they set on fire and bring them out. And unfortunately, I was able to get a ride home.
All right. Hey, I think I figured out where this thing is at the very least.
5 minutes from the bar. So whatever that was, it sounded like it did something.
Well, let's see if it did something, because it would be nice to have known all of this ahead of time. If we were a good outfit, we wouldn't have this issue. Okay.
I think we're good.
Somebody out there tell me if you can hear me.
Yeah, we're good. I'm getting. Yeah.
We're still good?
Somebody's in my earpiece. We're good.
Okay. Because I changed the microphone out, and they're not gonna hear it until 8 seconds later. This is the Dog and Pony Show. This is the worst. They never have these problems on Letterman.
Oh no, they did all the time.
Not like this.
Biff was always screwing things up.
Okay. So we think that we can be heard now.
Yeah. Oh yeah. I think we're good.
Okay. All right. Well, I'm going to carry on like we can be heard then. And if it's only half an episode, then so be it.
That's right. And we bring out our guests, and I think he sounded perfect.
I was going to say some stuff, but I'm going to be honest with you. I don't know if I just need to get back in my seat and let Chris take over.
Let's bring in Chris.
Let's bring in God.
I got a text that said it's all good now.
Take us away. Have you messaged him?
Oh, in the chat room.
Yeah.
Bring him in. I
got a mouthful of tenderloin. Jesus Christ. Give it up for Elle, everybody. I'm going to keep with her dog and cat theme. See the way I see the world. There's only two kinds of people out there. There's dog people and there's cat people. Myself, I'm a dog person. Not real fond of cats. I really can't eat a whole one. Come on, that's a joke. Look at me, I could eat a whole cat.
Chris Wolf, everyone. What's
What is
going
that?
on?
So we got on a delay, huh?
Yeah, I'll tell you what. I don't know what is going on here, but we've got all kinds of weird stuff going on. We've got technical difficulties. Can you hear me?
Yeah, I got you.
Okay, thank God. Somebody can confirm that I exist.
And the echo's gone too.
Good. All right. I got it switched over to the actual microphone instead of the camera mic.
Echo.
Chris Wolf, everyone. What's going on, man?
Oh man, just living the dream, waiting for the pandemic to go away.
Oh, it sucks out there, man.
It has. I retired a few years ago, and I thought playing music in a bar would be a nice way to supplement my income.
Right. How's that worked out?
It hasn't been too good for the last year.
No kidding. You able to go out there and get any gigs now? Are you up finding stuff?
There's a few coming in now. There's a few here and there. And I think it's going to get better as summer goes by.
Okay.
Oh yeah.
So.
How long you been playing for, Chris?
Well, I got my first guitar the morning after I got married.
Okay.
And it was my first wife. She's passed away, but she always said that this is not the man I married.
Okay.
I got that guitar and I completely became obsessed with it.
Right.
And there was a whole evolution, but so that was about 1982.
So you had two women at the house.
That's right.
Competing for you.
That's right.
All right. Well, that's fair enough.
Yeah. Yeah, my brother is the true artist in the family. He played in a band called Birdmen of Alcatraz.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
If you're familiar.
Uh-huh.
He was the bass player for those guys, and when he was like 12, he was showing me how to play, Aerosmith and Jimi Hendrix, and
Right on.
yeah, and that's where that's where I learned from him to start out, and so thanks, Steve.
That's a heck of a teacher, man. I mean, that's no joke. Birdman of Alcatraz is kind of they were not humongous or anything, but they're certainly known. I know who they are.
Oh yeah, they were this far from being huge, but
They were just that close. You're exactly right.
Yeah.
Well, right on. Well, speaking of huge in music, I'm totally I'd like to just dive straight in and hear something from you, if that's all right.
Sure, I'd love to.
All right. Well, why don't you tell us a little bit about what you want to play?
That little intro you gave, that's something that I always introduce this song with.
Oh, really?
Yeah, I mean, there's dog people and there's cat people, and I wrote this song several years ago about my dog. Or do you guys have dogs?
I did. Oh, yeah, I've got two. I had one pass away just recently, actually.
Oh, I'm sorry. Well, you could get one like mine, maybe. How about you, Terry? Do you have dogs?
I do, yeah. We just cut his nuts off after 8 years of having him.
Damn. They're like, he's probably like, what did I do? 8 years and everything's been cool.
Yeah. Well, they were bigger than a grown man's. You know, he's like a 140-pound dog. So they were causing him problems. He was setting on him too much.
All
Well, I'm
right.
glad he got that taken care of.
Well, Chris, why don't we hear about your dogs?
This song by my dog. I couldn't afford invisible fence. Invisible dog, it seemed to make more sense. I named him Spotless, 'cause he was so clean. Greatest dog that you have never seen. Got visible papers from the IKC. That's right. Invisible Kennel Club said he's pedigree. He can do tricks. He comes when I call. And you're never gonna see him lick his visible balls. My visible dog, he don't bark and he don't bite. You don't need to go out for a walk in the middle of the night. And he's always gonna be there to the end. My invisible dog is my best friend.
Hey.
Sometimes he sleeps out of my front stoop. You know where this is going to. Ain't gotta worry about stepping in invisible poop. Now you might wonder just where he's at. Out chasing the neighbor's invisible cat. My invisible dog, he don't bark, he don't bite. You don't need to go out for a walk in the middle of the night. And he's always gonna be there to the end. My invisible dog's my best friend. One day he went out to play in the yard. And he got run over by an invisible car. And now he won't fetch. He just lies there instead. And you're gonna see how well he plays dead. My invisible dog, he never barked and he never bit.
He never bit.
He was greatest dog until he got hit. But he was always there until the very end. My invisible dog's my best friend. My
Invisible dog is my best friend. Hey. Chris Wolf on the guitar.
People always, sometimes people say, get sad and they go, why did that poor dog have to die at the end? And I'm like, isn't the bigger question, why is my best friend an invisible dog?
Right. Those are some misplaced priorities, Chris.
Right.
So when'd you write that? Is that something you've had in your catalog for a while?
Yeah, that was on my second record. It's about 2006-ish. I wrote
Okay.
that one.
How many albums do you have out?
I just released my third one on February 28th, 2020.
Really?
Guess what happened March 1st, 2020?
They shut down all the
World
bars.
shut down. So I have 964 records still left for sale.
Well, fair
It turned
enough.
out to be a bad business decision.
Well, we can still get them out there. There's a lot of people that made an awful lot of money just singing and doing whatnot on the internet during the pandemic. So there's plenty
Yeah.
of gold in
yeah.
them hills.
Are these on
Yeah.
vinyl?
No, they're just CDs, and
Okay.
they're on Spotify and iTunes and all that too.
Okay, what's the name of it?
Amazon Music. Pardon me?
What's the name of it?
My new one is called But Seriously Folk, and but spelled with 2 T's, because of course it is.
Well, of course it is. Is this the one with the fingering song?
Yes, physical exam, more commonly known as the finger in the butt song.
That's how I associate it. But seriously, folk. Just one, no S. Sorry, I'm taking notes as we're playing.
Yeah,
It's,
we shot you singing that for Shark Tank.
Yeah,
On the
the
green
cover
screen.
picture of me going like that
Yeah,
was shot at Terry's on his green screen.
Yep.
that was fun.
Yeah, that was great.
That was before the world shut down, like right
That's-
before.
it's right before.
Yeah. Fun
Your
fact.
name's on the back of the record too. It's on the
Oh,
back.
thanks. Awesome.
Yeah.
Well, that's cool. Terry and I spent, gosh, how long did we spend out there putting that green screen up?
Hours.
Getting it
Yeah.
all smoothed out and ironed out, and then the world shut down and it became a storage closet again. Now it's just buried behind a bunch of stuff. We need to dig
Yeah.
it back out.
Yep.
All right.
Get
So
the
when was
band
your
back
first?
together.
So talk us through your albums. I know now you have 3 albums. I didn't research you at all, Chris Wolf. I just know you're here.
That's well. That way, it's all new discovery.
See, I get to find out as we go.
Let's see. I wrote I put out my first record in 2006. It's called Better Be Scared.
Mm-hmm.
And at the time I had a few funny songs on there, but I was leaning towards scary songs. I was
Okay.
known for some scary songs.
All right.
And then my second record, I still continued on that path, but my brother helped me on this one, and my cousin was the recording engineer at
Okay.
Azimuth Studios, and so it has scary songs and funny songs, and it was called The Wolfman.
All
because
right.
I'm the Wolfman,
Okay.
and then the new one, But Seriously Folk.
All right. Oh,
it's got-
I see it.
Yeah.
I see it. Move it this way just a little bit. There you go. Perfect.
And on the back, it's broken up into butt songs, serious songs, and folk songs.
That's so stupid. I love that, dude. That's so good.
And there's 3 of each type, and then there's
Right.
also a commercial, and then I have a hidden track that's listed as track number 10, or I mean track number 11 is listed as the hidden track,
Okay.
and it's written on there. You probably can't see it, but yeah, it's a fun little record, and I wish I would have had some opportunity to get out and pedal it last year,
Right.
and now it's old news,
Right.
But I've got during the pandemic I've written some more songs, and so I'm ready to do something else, but just people aren't buying CDs anymore.
They really aren't. They really
So
aren't.
it's probably just going to be a digital release, and cross my fingers and hope that somebody hears it on Spotify.
Right. Yeah.
I make
nope.
my 0.02 cents per spin.
Well, we'll definitely link to everything, to the CDs and all that. So
Absolutely. So that should bump you up by at least 2 or 3. Uh-oh, I think we lost you. Now I'm losing you guys. Say something, Terry.
I'm here.
I'm
Okay.
here.
All right, everybody's here. Cool.
Okay.
What a glitchy day. Now
It's
look
the
at
rain.
this. Now it's saying my internet connection is unstable. So it looks like it's my fault. This is all on this end. This is where it starts and ends. The buck stops here. This show's
Oh,
screwed up.
man.
This is my fault. This is my ass. I've got $65 wrapped up in the technology of this thing, Chris, and my wife's going to beat me to death if I don't get a return on investment. So I got to make this work. This ain't easy.
So how long you guys been doing this show?
10 episodes. You're number 10.
10 episodes.
Yeah, that's it.
Nice. I sent
Number
Jerry
9.
Goebel's episode to my brother. My brother used to work with Jerry at the Church of Cannabis.
Yeah,
Oh,
okay.
cool.
Yeah, my brother was in the church band.
Oh, right on.
Yeah, and I know Jerry. He's I took his little what do you call it? Grinder comedy school or something.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I took the same.
You did that. Yeah, you did that too, right, Terry?
Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That was fun.
It was certainly a good way to flesh out your jokes. Yeah.
Well, I got into it. I told Jerry the first day, I was like, I'm not here to become a comedian, Jerry. I just want to learn how to be more structured on my between song patter,
Right.
because I do a lot of solo shows, and if you just do song after song, that gets boring, and especially if they're songs that nobody's ever heard before, which is what I
Right.
do because they're my songs mostly.
Right.
And so I said, I just want to, learn how to be more structured in my writing for the jokes between the songs.
Yes.
And he was like, okay, I got you. This will help you. And by the end, I was like, I'm gonna do that. I want to get up on stage.
He sunk his hooks into you.
Yeah, you
He
did.
did.
You did the same to me.
The first time I went on stage to just do comedy was he took us over to Joker's,
Right.
and he said, just get up on stage with your cards, with your jokes on them, and just read your jokes. And
Okay.
and it went over better than I expected, and I was like, wow, I think I'd like to try this for a while. And so
All right.
and then I met Terry at 1949 open mic, and I did a few open mics, and I was starting to get the feel of it, but I was still, that takes some work to
Yes.
become professional at it, and I was far from it. And then, like I said, then it all shut down.
Dude, I've never stood in front of a mic in my life, and I am happy to not have stood in front of a mic doing that. It sounds nerve-wracking and stressful. I like my house too much. Real quick, we got to get over to something real quick because we got lots of news to cover with our fancy new intro for Hot Topics. All right. This is the part that Terry loves. Yeah. Nope. Nobody's. I really thought when we picked that song that people would like do shuffle steps and glow sticks and all kinds of cool arm wavy thing. We haven't gotten the response out of that we had hoped for. Hot Topics. It's our little take on the news. Just picked a couple items for the week. And let's just go ahead and start with number one. Terry, take it away.
Topics. Ooh, Nazi with guns and meth. Seriously.
Yeah. What's up with that?
Apparently, ghost guns, Nazi paraphernalia, and nearly $1 million in meth seized in a Pennsylvania raid. With these two lovely people, I had to look up what a ghost gun was.
Right. And what is that?
Apparently, it doesn't have anything to do with the supernatural. It's like guns that are just made with like spare parts,
Right.
3D printers.
So if you cross 4 of the streams of the ghost guns, then what? You open up a portal to the other realm?
I ain't afraid of no ghost guns.
I-
I just
Dude.
know they seized almost 22 pounds of meth from these two, which I find surprising that they were prior convicted felons.
What's
Just
this
by looking
guy's
at this
name?
picture, I couldn't tell.
Yeah, right. What's this guy's name? Do you know?
I don't. Galucci and Weicker, they're their names. They're both 34.
Huh.
22 pounds of meth.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Do you
That's
think?
such a nice complexion?
Right. Right. I know. Really nice skin for having that much meth on hand.
Right.
That's an
That's what I
interesting.
thought.
Do you think the other Nazis are just like God, guys, could you tone it down with the ghost guns and the meth? We're trying to revamp our image here. I mean, we finally got our foot in the door, and now you're just crushing us. God, just leave the meth and ghost guns at home, guys. Go buy a gun. You can get one.
Yeah, he's got
Nazis,
like a
guns, or meth. Take your pick.
Right.
One or the other.
Yeah, you can't have your cake and eat it too, dude.
That's right.
he's got kind of like this weird tan line. It looks like he's maybe wearing one of those Nazi motorcycle helmets.
What if it turns out that he's actually a drummer for Blue Man Group? And that's just the bald cap before they paint him down.
That's it. Could be.
That could be it.
All right. Number 2, and this is in our running twat series. Last week, of course, we famously took our take on Tucker Carlson's a twat. And just to give balance to the conversation, Rachel Maddow's a twat. Number 3. That was it.
Medina Spirit wins the KY Derby.
Yeah.
I had to look up this too. KY stands for Kentucky and not the lubricant.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. And apparently they've run this race 147 times now.
Isn't that amazing?
Pretty
Wow.
much, yeah.
You ever been down there, Chris, to see it?
No, I haven't, but a friend of mine proposed to his now wife on the red carpet at the Kentucky Derby.
No kidding.
Yeah,
That's kind of cool. Did she
Yeah.
say yeah?
yeah, she did. Yeah,
Well,
they
thank
just had
God.
a baby.
That would have been embarrassing. I was down there for it's not the Derby, it's whatever the one right before the Derby is, like the Friday before.
The
I was-
Daytona 500.
No, it's not the Daytona 500, I don't think. But it's close. It's still a horse race, and all the pageantry and stuff. It's neat. It's an experience. If you get a chance to go down there and just be shoulder to shoulder with a bunch of drunks, I say you take the opportunity. And it smells like horse shit. So if you like horse shit, it's a nice place.
What's not to love about that?
Number 4.
Exactly.
Enough with this symbolism stuff. Have you guys heard about this Kelly Donahue guy?
Yes.
Dude,
I think it's, well, go ahead.
no, please.
Tell your-
Please.
Well, they say that he's flashing the white supremacy sign.
Right.
I think it's funny that people think that a white supremacist is smart enough to win Jeopardy 3 nights in a row.
Well, let's be fair. I'm sure that there are smart white supremacists. Let's be fair.
Well, okay, I didn't mean to.
But
offend
are they
any
on?
white
But are they
supremacists.
on Jeopardy? I guess is the point. I think they're printing ghost guns.
Yeah, I think so. I can't believe this guy won 3. I didn't even know who he was. This is a new story to me, but yeah.
Why on earth would you climb to those heights, win 3 in a row just so that you could cause a national controversy? Why would you do that? That doesn't make any
Right.
sense. They treat this guy like he's some villain, and he's just a dude saying, I won 3 games.
Right.
Like this.
Well, that's a thing.
That shit. That's crazy.
That's the way I always make the sign of 3. But anymore, if somebody asks me if I want something, how many I want, and I want 3, I'm saying 4. I want 4.
I'm doing this.
Yeah. Yeah, I do this.
Yeah.
I only order 2 from those people. But I mean, the OK symbol, they say that this OK thing, I thought that OK symbol below the waist meant you got to punch somebody in the arm.
Right.
Isn't that what that meant?
That's right.
We used to do that all the time. Rainbows aren't a gay symbol. Rainbows are a fucking rainbow. A 3 is a 3, and O is stop. Urgh. Just knock it off. What is with these people, dude?
Yeah.
They
it
got
wears
too much
me
time
out.
on their hands.
That's
They-
right.
entirely
Somebody told
too-
me that all that is for people that don't have other things to do. So that's what they do.
They must
But-
not have Netflix.
But those people end up getting like positions as reporters and positions as, people who are forward facing for news organizations peddling stupid crap like this as news.
Right.
That's crazy. I mean, I think
Well,
it's
and
crazy.
I think that the news um, enhances all that and continues to just like keep pumping that shit out there, so that I mean, if you take it in context, how many people are really getting all up in arms about this? There's probably just a small amount. They put it on the news, and then everybody's talking
Right,
about
but
it.
it's amplified, yeah.
That's a very good point.
Yeah.
Yep.
So that's why I always tell people that cable news, that shit's bad for you.
It is. The network news is bad too. It's all just
It
terrible
is.
anymore.
Right.
You can't
It's
trust
all
anybody.
bad for you.
It's all bad.
George Carlin called it. It's bad for you.
Dude, that guy ended up being prophetic on a lot of fronts. He really did. His
Man,
take on
could
things.
you imagine what he would say today? It would be so good.
You know what he
Yeah.
would say in private? Chris, I'm making so much money off of this, dude. This is like the best time to be a comedian. I am so happy I'm alive for this. That's exactly what he would say.
You're probably right.
Oh man, my bank account is bloated right now. I love it. Nom, 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 nom. He would be eating this up, all 5'2" of them or whatever he was. Our last one, man, this is brutal. I didn't even know this.
Oh. All right, this one warms my heart. Bill and Melinda Gates set to divorce. My wife and I sent a direct message to Melinda Gates on Instagram today, asking her if she'd like to join a throuple. We're just waiting on a reply.
Fair enough.
I don't see how she could turn you down.
So there's no prenup in place.
Of course not.
And why wouldn't there have been? They were married out of love. If you're married out of love, you do foolish things like that. You don't know that you're going to be one of the richest men on the planet when you start down that journey. Well, maybe you did at the time. I don't know. But man, it seems like this is really amicable. It seems like they'll be both super high, functioning, freaking emotional intelligence, and they'll handle this like adults, and everybody will be cool, and everyone will take their $93.6 billion and just have to be happy with that, I guess.
Be tough.
It would be tough, yeah.
That's a rough situation to be in. That's a rough.
But you got to wonder, after 27 years, I mean, what was it? There had to be something.
Right. Well, he was trying to microchip the planet. I think she just didn't want any part of it.
Do you think that she sniffed out his world domination plans?
His world domination plans.
Nobody would ever suspect the what is he, like a tortoise? He's become kind of tortoisey as he's aged, hasn't he? He doesn't look diabolical. That's why I don't trust him. He looks too trustworthy. He looks so trustworthy, I don't trust him. Does that make sense?
I don't trust him with my software. That's about it.
Man, that is some ill-fitting clothes.
That's the joke that I heard. He's like trying to get vaccines all over the world. He can't even get rid of a virus on Windows. Can
Yeah. Good luck with that.
Right. All right. Well, you know what? I guess that was hot topics.
Hot topics.
Dude, can you imagine just being like, I lost $90 billion today. The divorce was finalized. Just crazy.
It's worth it.
He would ever get to the point where he would call up Melinda and go, "Hey, can you spare a couple mil?"
Look.
I'm down on my luck. I'm living on my brother-in-law's couch.
Right. It turns out I needed 111 billion for this project, and I'm about 27 billion short. You think you could float me?
You know why a divorce costs $93 billion?
Because it's worth it.
Because it's worth it.
All right, Chris, why don't we hear another one from you, man? Do you want to cue one up?
Sure. This is a song I wrote because my wife my wife was a kindergarten teacher for 23 years.
Okay.
And for the last 12 years, she's been a nanny for a really nice family up on the north side. And she came to me one day and she said, Chris Wolf, she calls me Chris Wolf. She said, Chris Wolf, you write all these songs. How come you've never written a children's song? And I really didn't have a good answer for her. So I sat down and wrote a children's song.
All right. Fair enough.
I'm not sure this is what she was looking for, but. Well, gather around me, children. I got a tale to tell. Gather around me closely so you can hear me well. You only get one childhood. Enjoy it while you can. Try to stay away from the man in the windowless van. Now he might have a puppy or a great big candy bar. He might offer you a ride so you don't have to walk too far. He might say he's your old friend of your mom and dad. You might think he's a real nice guy, but he's not. He's bad. He's the bad, bad man in the windowless van, hanging out at the park. Better beware if you can, especially after dark. You can be nice to everyone you meet, really think you should. But that bad man in the windowless van, he's up to no good.
God.
Sing along with the bouncing ball, boys and girls.
Yeah.
Now, I'm not trying to scare you, not trying to cause alarm. I'm just looking out for you, trying to keep you away from harm. Better safe than sorry, 'cause you just never know. But it looks like everything's okay. Let's get my van and go. There's a bad man in a windowless van hanging out at the park. Better beware if you can, especially after dark. You can be nice to everyone you meet, really think you should. But that man in the windowless van, he's up to no good.
No, he ain't.
That man in the windowless van, he's up to no good.
I keep wanting to harmonize.
Anybody need a ride home?
Chris Wolf, everyone.
Yeah, that wasn't what she was looking for.
Well, how come? That doesn't make a whole lot of sense.
I sent that into Sesame Street. I think it's like a good, sign of warning to children.
Yeah.
Educational.
I think so too. I don't see anything wrong with it. It's not vulgar or anything. It's unexpected.
I'm gonna play it for my grandkids.
Right.
When I recorded that song that was on my But Seriously, Folk. That's one of the Butt songs.
Okay.
It's just implied.
One of the 3 butt songs.
It has potential.
That one's
to be a butt
implied.
song.
Oh, wait a minute. The Windowless Van song is a butt song?
Yeah.
Oh, God. Never mind. Here I was saying there was nothing too horrible and diabolical about, other than the abduction part of it, but you didn't state it. Okay. Never mind. Forget it.
But when I recorded that for the record, I wanted to get like a bunch of choir of like 6 or 7 kids singing along. There's a bad, bad man in the windowless man. I thought that would be terrific, but my friend John Gilmore, who's a great musician and helped co-produce my record.
Right.
He was like, I don't want no part of that. So we didn't get that, but I thought that would have been great.
Dude, we have some talks sometimes, Terry and I, when we're coming up with jokes or we're coming up with whatever, and I'm there. Terry's all in on everything. If you say it, Terry will go for it. He is ready. He's bought in already. Me, I think, dude, you're going to ruin our lives if this went viral. You can't say that.
Are you really gonna say that on stage?
You really can't. I don't think you can say that. He's like, oh,
Watch
no, don't worry about it. It's 1949. Nobody will be there. Oh, yeah. See what happens, I guess. Give it a shot. Dude, that place is. I've never been there. I only see 1949 through the videos that Terry take. So I get to see you guys from that kind of setback in the crowd perspective. So I've kind of got to know a lot of you people without you. It's almost like watching a TV show, I suppose. Like I feel like I knew you a little bit before I met you.
Oh yeah. Well, that's cool. Yeah, that was a really fun little place, and Terry had a nice little niche there, videoing everybody. I mean, I've seen some of these open mics where everybody sets up their their phones to record themselves and stuff, and down there you just go up on stage and you can walk away with a video, and it's a high quality video of what you just did. So that was a really cool service.
Yeah, and I stopped doing it after a while, only because I got more serious about wanting to perform. So I'm like, I don't really, and I also didn't want comics to think, oh, I'm trying to steal anybody's material. I just really thought this would be nice to give them something. I have a friend that works at Laugh Factory in Los Angeles, and that's what he does. I mean, he just works for the club, shoots a video, and then at the end of the night, if they want a copy of it, they buy it or whatever from the club. And I thought it's kind of a cool thing to do. So.
Yeah, and so he does that at the Laugh Factory for open mics.
Open mic, yeah.
Oh, for open mic, okay.
Yeah.
Cool.
How do you even start something like that? You just show up one week with a camera and say, "Hey, by the way, I'm going to stand back here in the corner and videotape people for $10 a pop."
Oh, I approached Mitch Downs that ran that mic and just said, "Hey, I'm a videographer. We do short comedy films.
Right.
I wouldn't mind." And I thought this might be a way to meet comics that might want to be interested in doing sketches and that kind of thing. So.
Sure.
Yeah.
And it's panned out. It's panned out. I mean, most of
then
our
I decided I wanted to be in front of the camera more.
Sure. But most of our guest lists end up being so far people that you ran across just in your comedy. Terry's like the bait, and I'm like I'm the pole. I cast him out into the world. I stay back here and just reel him back in, and he brings in guests and brings in information. I find out what highways are open.
Do you have a windowless van?
No, I have a windowless house, except for the one behind me. The one behind me ruins that joke. Once my desk is set up and I'm able to put everything in this corner, it'll look more windowless, and I can get that good creepy feel. We may have to erase this one before it even comes out. Well, Chris, I think we got time for one more, bud. Do you want to hop back in and knock another one out?
Sure. Let's see. I may as well keep doing songs from my album.
Yeah, we'd love that.
One of the 4 people watching might go, "Oh, I should go give that a spin on Spotify."
I'll do it as soon as we're done. If you play another one.
So this is a song that I wrote because I live in Mooresville. Are you familiar with Mooresville, Indiana?
I'm familiar of it. Yeah.
It's like the southernmost part of central Indiana, Morgan County.
Yeah.
But I like to consider it like the northernmost part of southern Indiana.
Okay.
That way I can say I'm a southern Indiana songwriter.
Right.
And you could be a songwriter from southern Indiana and see a little row of pink houses, right, and write a song about it and become very rich and famous.
Yes.
But you could also be a songwriter from southern Indiana, see a row of little pink houses, not write a song about it, and you're doing a Zoom show on Tuesday night in Indiana.
and good evening to all 4 of our viewers.
That's right. But the point is that as a songwriter, inspiration can come from the strangest places. You just never know if the little row of pink houses is going to inspire you to write a great song or not. I was reading Wired magazine, and they were talking about the lunar landings. Mm-hmm. And when we landed on the moon, we took rock, soil, sand samples from the surface of the moon, and we put them on the lunar lander.
Right.
Well, in order for the lander to take off, it had to weigh a certain amount. So we had to leave some stuff behind.
Okay.
Because good Americans pollute wherever they go. And and so we left a big pile of stuff there, and you can look it up. There's a Google sites where you can read all the stuff that we left. Among the many things that we left on the surface of the moon were the soiled space diapers of the astronauts that walked on the surface of the moon.
Oh no, is that true?
That's true. And of course, upon hearing this information, I immediately burst into song.
Well, sure.
And I wrote this beautiful love song for my lovely wife. This
Oh,
is for you, Diane. Stars sparkle and shine in the sky tonight. And if you see him with the one you love, everything's alright.
yeah, it is.
Venus twinkles like a diamond in the Milky Way. The moon is full, shining bright. Then she hears you say, "Poop on the moon." I know I don't mean to be rude. Poop on the moon. I know it kills the mood. But there's poop on the moon. Poop on the moon. Only 12 men set foot in the lunar dust. And after they were there a while, they did just what they must. Maximum absorbency. Garments is what they wore. Here on Earth, we call them diapers. You know what they're for. Poop on the moon. I know I can't believe it. Poop on the moon. Yeah, NASA said to leave it, so there's poop on the moon.
Yeah.
It's so beautiful, girl. Poop on the moon.
You're so
Oh,
beautiful.
snuggle up closer, baby. Houston, we have another problem. One small step for man. Just watch out where you're stepping, man. Neil Armstrong, Alan Bean, and even Pete Conrad. They all got poopy diapers up in Ziploc bags, stacked and tagged in little piles at the lunar station. Except for Buzz Aldrin, he had traveler's constipation. Poop on the moon, their morning constitution.
Ugh.
Poop on the moon for weight distribution. They left poop on the moon. But it's so beautiful, girl. Oh, hold my hand, baby. Poop on the moon. Do you see a dark spot?
Oh my God, dude. All right.
It's science.
That's just the science of poop and moons. What are we supposed to do? That is actually a really sweet song. I love the
Oh,
way
thank
it's
you.
I love the way it's built. It sounds great.
Thanks. It's another one of the butt songs on Butt Seriously Folk.
Oh, that was one of the butt ones, huh? I would
Yeah,
have never guessed that that's where that was located out on the album. What are you drinking there, Chris?
I am drinking a Founders Unraveled IPA.
All right.
I found them at Meyer Supermarket.
Move that way just a little bit. There you go. All right.
There we
That
go.
looks good.
Very nice.
It's very hoppy, and yeah, it's similar to a Rheingeist Truth. Another one of my favorite selections.
All
But
right.
yeah, I have it in this wonderful koozie that I also have for sale. The hits just keep coming, don't they?
Chris Wolf, never heard of him. Hey, we gave a shout out to that in the opening. Except nobody heard it, by the way, even though I said it twice. My microphone was down. This show sucks.
I'm having a blast, guys. Thanks for having me.
Are you
It's
having
been great.
fun?
Yeah.
Good. I'm glad that you came to
This is
hang out
awesome.
with us, man.
I'm, I'm glad you guys are doing this, and I can't wait to go back and check out the other episodes. I'm especially looking forward to Jerry Goebel on 420.
Oh, dude. I'm so pumped to get Jerry back in here because what I really want to do, what we were supposed to do with Jerry was watch stupid stoner videos, have some yucks. But with Jerry, everything is like a tightrope, and if you make one wrong step, next thing you know, you're Illuminati, and I mean, he goes fast and hard, and I want to be able to have a show where I can just open up the Jerry bag at the beginning and kind of stand back like this and let him go, right?
I know. Yes.
That dude's awesome.
That's the perfect description because they can go fast, and next thing you know, you're like 15 subjects away from where he just started 3 minutes ago.
Right, dude. It's like you know when Neo gets that thing plugged in the back of the head of the Matrix, and all of a sudden he's like, "I know karate." It's like that. It's like, I know adrenochrome.
That's hilarious.
Right? I know how Building 7 fell. It floods you, and then you're just like inundated with it. Jerry is a force of nature.
He is, yeah.
Love the guy. I'm super pumped to
And
get
he's
him.
such a good guy.
He really
yeah.
is. He really is. For having been removed from every platform known to man for his views, he really is a sweetheart.
He really is, yeah.
Yep.
It's funny how that can be.
I'm going to serenade my wife with Poop on the Moon later on.
Yeah, that one's getting cut up and going to be played upstairs for sure. Well, dude, it has been so nice to have you here, Chris. We've really liked hanging out with you.
Yeah.
We've enjoyed hanging out and listening
Good
to
to
your
see you
music. And if anytime you want to come back and hang, man, we would love to have you.
Cool, that'd be awesome.
And-
I really appreciate you guys having me on, and more power to you. Keep this stuff going.
All right.
This
If
is good.
If there's anything you want to say to the people out there, man, you got the floor. The mic is yours. Speak your truth.
Well, I just say that you should support local artists. That's a passion that I've been pursuing for many years, and visual art, comedy, really need to support the local acts because people will say, oh, the only music in this town is Garth Brooks coming to the Coliseum or something.
Right.
And, that's not even a part of what's going on. Indianapolis is so full of great talent from all genres of art, from comedy to painting. And I mean, look for it. That's all I ask people to do is go look for it. Don't settle for, REO Speedwagon at Deer Creek again. Come on.
Man, REO is so damn good, though.
Yeah.
Support your local artists, folks. Chris Wolf, everybody.
Thanks, guys.
Dude,
All right.
thanks for coming,
Thanks,
man.
Chris.
Hey, if you want to hang around, we'll put you in the waiting room and we can BS a little bit after.
Sounds good.
All right, I'm going to move you over now. Dude,
Poop on the Moon.
one of these days I'll figure out this microphone thing so that people can not hear me say things like, hey, we should hang out after.
We'll get it down.
And man, the beginning of this is so clunky. I'm like on this screen, but it has other stuff all over it, and
Just fast forward.
oh,
3
it's
minutes.
a mess. It's a mess. This one is just a train wreck of a show.
But once we got going, Chris killed it. My jaws hurt.
Dude, thank God that guy showed up because we were flailing on the beach until he rolled us back in for sure.
That's right.
My goodness.
Yeah, and I'm gonna put all his Spotify and everything linked to the video so
Okay.
everybody can enjoy.
Yeah, make sure to link all of that stuff. Go and see Chris. Buy the album. We want to push the album. Dude's got good music. He's a great musician. He's got a great voice. He's got a great sound. He's got a good feel. I don't know. It'd be nice to see good things come his way. So anything the four of us can do to push that, we should go ahead and do.
Yeah.
This is a
And
fight for Chris Wolf.
and the finger in the butt.
and getting your butt fingered.
Oh no, it's called physical exam.
Oh well. When you started saying fit, I thought you were going to say fist, and I was like, I don't know. I think it's just a finger.
It's just the finger. Yeah,
I don't think it's a fist.
I don't think so.
Well, dude, what do you think of the show? Pretty good one.
That was a good show.
All
I
right.
think we, you can't go wrong when you have good guests. Basically,
That's a fact. Hopefully next time we'll have good technology
we'll get it down.
and good production.
We're a work in progress, dude.
Yeah, we are. All right. Well, thanks for coming out, everybody. We like doing things.
We like doing things.
Fist deep.
Like and subscribe.
Like and subscribe. Do all that stuff. You're adults. You know what to do. We don't have to hold your hand through this stuff.
Some of them we do.
What's that? Yeah, no kidding. But you know what? Did we want them to subscribe anyway? Honestly. If you're going to be like that, then we didn't want you.
That's right.
Did you ever end up writing anything back to Eminem?
I haven't written Eminem a letter yet.
Okay.
I'm gonna have to do that.
Oh.
I hope he's not upset with me.
Well, I don't know.
Yeah.
He's been pretty patient, I would think. But who knows? I mean, he's got a lot on his plate, I'm sure.
Yeah.
Plus, they
What
defunded the
time,
postal service a little bit, so I'm sure things move out slower now.
Yeah. Well, I think things are moving a little faster now. They're not trying to shut down the post office.
Man, that was deep.